Okay, so I'm gonna start with the obvious. To throw harder, it's repetition. That's the only reason why I throw as hard as I do. Repetition, repetition, repetition. The myth is that you need partners to improve. Well, duh, but if you analyze deeper, what do those partners even give you in the first place? Reps, repetition. That is really what you need. If we isolate what the partners give us and we can create it on our own, top level athletes, they train like this. The only difference is they train more frequently. From what I've seen, because I train with high level athletes and like Olympic guys, they go to the dojo multiple days a week, like 6 days a week, and all they do is like either randori, practice combinations, and throw on the crash mat. That's pretty much what we do. I just took everything that I've seen when it comes to repetition and kind of designed my own solo training, which involves uchikomi bands, buying a grappling dummy, and just space. Neuromuscular precision. In other words, muscle memory. That is the benefit of doing multiple reps, because if you're just starting judo, for example, or not even, like say you're learning like a brand new throw, you're gonna be really sloppy at it at first because you've never done it before. You haven't formed those neural connections in your brain, those neuromuscular connections as well, to like memorize which like foot steps in first, the perfect timing, the perfect placement of your feet, how to pull, like how it all feels, because that only happens through tons of reps, like hundreds of reps, until like your muscles memorize the movement. So you need to get to that point. The only way to do it is through tons of reps. And then I promise you, once you get that muscle memory dialed in, you're gonna be amazing at the throw, and you can actually start throwing people in randori. If you don't have a grappling dummy, you can also do this with bands. But let's use the grappling dummy, for example. So I put a gi on mine. I just ordered a brand new one, which is 80 pounds genuine leather. I just work on my throws. Like right now, I'm working on my hip throws. I did the beginning of the year, like January, February, March, April. I worked a lot on my uchimata, and I got it, pretty good. I've been landing a lot more uchimatas in randori, but now I want to work on more hip throws, because I think hip throws are cool and like a fundamental judo throw that can translate into a lot of other throws. So I'm working on my hip throws, both sides, actually, like my left side as well, because I want to confuse my opponents. And I'm doing like 25 throws each side, 2 to 3 times a week. I'm doing that, and I'm just gaining muscle. Like I noticed how weak my left side is. Ow, I just scratched my sunburn. Ouch! I noticed how weak my left side is. So it's a little discouraging to see how sloppy it is, but I know after a couple more sessions of doing 25 throws, or even higher, like I might do like 50 to just speed up that neuromuscular muscle memory process, it'll eventually kick in. You just have to be patient with it, guys, and just do more reps. Buy yourself a grappling dummy that just get started. Pack them. If they don't come pre-filled, I recommend buying a pre-filled one, but just pack them with old clothes. Shove broomsticks into legs, or you can duct tape them with like 2 rows of duct tape on the outside. You can either like message me on Instagram, I'll send you like recommendations, but do that. And you can also use resistance bands. I do them to like replicate the sleeves to add some resistance, and do my uchikomis, and I do hundreds of those to, again, get the muscle memory down to the rotation, the movement. And before you know it, when I'm in practice, everybody sees like how good and proficient I am with my form, because I've been doing the reps behind closed doors, while everybody else just goes to the dojo and relies on the dojo. As a hobbyist, guys, if you want to get good fast, you can't rely on the dojo, because you're not going that often. You're probably going like 2 to 3 times a week, if even that. So I go twice a week, and I train on my own like every other day, because like judo isn't my life. Like I don't do it full time. Like I have a business, and I help my dad with landscaping. I just do it as a hobby, but it's still a great part of my life, and I still want to be proficient at it. It keeps me off the vices, it keeps me off the streets, gang banging. I'm just kidding, I'm not a gang, but you know what I mean. Like it keeps me away from all the bad habits, because like if you realize the alternative of not living an active like judo lifestyle, I'm just gonna be playing video games, eating junk food, talking to people I shouldn't be talking to. Nah, I'd rather let judo consume my life and the fitness lifestyle. I love it. And again, like even if you have a family, even if you work at 60 hours a week, just be extreme like me. Like I literally don't go out with girls. I don't I'll go more into that in a second. I don't go out with friends. I don't go to the bars. All I do is work on my business and go to and train gym and judo and church. That's those 4 things is all I do in my life. When I say I'm not going out with girls, like it's just for this period of monk mode right now, because I'm not where I want to be financially, and like I think it's pointless right now to go out with anybody. You know, like unless God sends me a girl who like really is on the path to where I'm trying to go, then sure. But it's like pointless. Like I'm not attracting the girls that I want to right now. I'm not where I want to be, you know. And same with friends, like my male friends. Most of them don't really think like me. Maybe I have like 2 friends. Yeah, I have 2 friends who are entrepreneurs, but like we don't hang out because like all we do is work, you know. So we understand that, and like we don't get mad at each other. Like, oh, you don't spend time with me. Like no, like we are all grinding, and that just comes to show, guys. Like I'm a busy guy. I work probably like 70, 80 hours a week. Well, maybe not that much, but the point is I work a lot, and I still go to the dojo twice a week, and I train. I go to the gym like 2-3 times a week, and I solo train on top of that. And I'm telling you, it's possible. You just got to work around your schedule. Maybe get up earlier, train like a short like workout after work, but do it like right when you get home, like with your work clothes on and everything that way. Because like when you eat and you know take your clothes off and you get changed and you rest, you're gonna feel lazy. So like right when you're walking in, keep your dummy out in the backyard. Keep your uchikomi bands out in the backyard, because when you see them, it'll remind you to just get to work, you know. You want to minimize the resistance to training. You know, if the barrier to getting your work done, your training done is high, it's going to be hard to do it. So why not minimize the barrier? Make it easy. You can make it easy by keeping all your equipment like right in front of you as you walk into your house, to just remind you. Like here's an example. So I don't have it up right now, but I have this door frame pull-up bar. And sometimes I keep it up on my door frame like all the time, because every time I walk in and out when I'm working on my computer and I have to like use the bathroom, I see it and I'm like, oh, that reminds me. And I just knock out like a set of pull-ups. You understand? Like the only reason, and whenever it's not, I don't take the time to put set up a pull-up bar. But since the barrier, the resistance to doing the pull-ups is low because it's already there, I can get it done. That's the same little productivity hack I want to share with the judo training stuff. So like I keep my dummies outside, except my leather one, because like the rain can ruin it. I'm probably gonna buy like a tarp to cover it up with. And here's some social proof. Here's some proof of concept that my throws have gotten better, regardless of my busy life. So yeah, guys, if you want help structuring your solo training, I'm working with a couple of clients every month. Only serious people who, again, I described. And if you felt like this message of the video resonated with you and you feel like you're that serious person, then hey, maybe we'd be a good fit to work together, and you would actually get some amazing results on my judo coaching program to get your judo to an advanced level, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your age, get you more in shape, get you throwing more people more successfully, master your throws, master your time, your schedule, everything. If that's you and you're interested in my one-on-one, you could either message me on Instagram or you could straight up just book a call. Both links are in the description. Hope to hear from you guys. Take care.